Let's go. We did derfG last week. We did Gfred the week before that, but in the adder. For the final variation of this month, we'll do derfGfred. Back to back. That's an instant DC. Rip. Someone doesn't know about the fact that he's going to respawn because he got his vehicle in the water. Alright, away we go. What you should do is lapfred. I disagree wholeheartedly. Considering how badly the previous lapfred one went, that was the start of the pain and misery that the first month of Gfreds of this year gave me. We did lapfred, it was the worst thing in all of existence. And then I just didn't have a good Gfred until I took that break in the off season. And then since I came back, it's been good Gfreds. So we'll see what happens in this one. Anything can happen. But yeah, derfGfred. So we're starting off with derfG, just like we did on Xbox last week. Then we're going to move on to doing Gfred, the switcheroo. This is the worst bit about derfG, trying to get out of the water. I started better this time than I did last week. Alright. What was worse, lapfred or the 40-minute Gfred? The 40-minute Gfred was worse just because of the amount of nonsense that happened and I just could not get to the end. The lapfred was worse on the basis that I was actually doing well and then it was just a total capitulation. So yeah, as I've been saying, we now have seasons on this channel. The off season is going to be coming up soon after next month, where we're not going to be doing Gfreds. Give me a bit of a break. But the middle month of every season is always Gfred variations. Next month's going to be back to regular Gfred every week. But I figured for the final variation, we should do derfGfred since we did derfG last week. Dominator's not too bad, I'll take it. Someone got an even better start. I don't know how they managed that. So this is going to be a very similar start to the Xbox Gfred last week. It's going to be a rerun of that essentially. Just with some extra stuff afterwards. And it happens to be the extra stuff afterwards is Gfred. Oh, is that a rapid GT behind? Oh, he's crashed it. Nice. Okay, so I'm in a Dominator, but it's not the best thing that's around. If there's rapid GTs flying about. The envy begins. Swim to the right hand side of the bridge, climb the hill and get a car there. Is that how he got that lead? Good idea if everybody else is going the other way. The more standard way. Oh yeah, that's a good point. We do have rain forecast. I don't think it's a good idea to keep this Dominator. especially since we're going up Chiliad. Is there anything in this parking lot? Ow! Oh, it rains in 7 minutes. Okay, I've got to beat the rain. I really, really have to beat the rain up Chiliad. I think it might have been DeRogan that said it last week. A derfG in the rain is going to be really interesting. I don't think we've ever done a derfG in the rain. But yeah, theoretically that would be so interesting because there's not going to be many cars that can do the hot lap line in the rain. In fact, it's probably only the 9F, maybe the Baller and the Infernus that can do it. So in the rain on a derfG, you'd have to go all the way to the other side of the map to do the old line, the safer line up Chiliad. That would be unreal to be like here, and then you've actually got to go to the right and go up the other way. So we should do that, but it's really important for me with that in mind to get up Chiliad before this rain comes, because otherwise if I get stuck there and I gotta I'll go all the way down again. You could also maybe please just please yeah, you could also maybe take the path up, I suppose, in the wet. Yeah, the hiking trail. But either way, in the rain, a derfG would definitely give some interesting takes on getting up Chiliad so early when people don't have chance to get, people don't have chance to get a car that can make it up the hot lap route as normal. And then it's not as easy to just go over to the other side and do the OG route. So we'll have to do that maybe next season, a variant, one of the variation Gfreds. Alright, come on Bullet, don't let me down. You're a supercar, aren't you? Bullet. Come on, Bullet. Come on, Bullet. Did not want to get into those bushes. I did just about as well as a Serrano. Can't complain with that. Okay, good. I think I mean, we got to come up Chiliad again at another point during this race. But the biggest hurdle was obviously getting up before the rain started, so that's good. Still very close. I mean, that's how it always is in these derfGs, I suppose. You're doing Chiliad so early. It's just incredibly close when you get there. A lot of Serranos around. Long way to go in this race yet. You always got to keep reminding yourself of that when you're doing a derfG. It's like, we got a Gfred to do after this. When you're doing a derfGfred, I should say.
Oh, what a scumbag!
This Crash is having a nightmare from the lead. Now he's on his roof. A lot of people are having issues getting down Chiliad. It's almost like it's quite difficult. And when I make mistakes every so often getting down Chiliad, I shouldn't be so hard on myself. Who'd have thought? The overspeed for the overtake? Nah. Maybe. Nah. I'll have to fall into second. Serrano's riding the rail as well. Didn't time that right. Nice. Oh my god. Alright. So far so good. Long way to go yet. Here comes the rain. So we're going to have the rain probably for the airport jump. It's going to be dicey. We are going to be changing cars halfway through. So I feel like at this point it's probably not worth switching. I should probably just keep the Bullet. Even if I see a 9F, like what's the point? I might as well just keep this. God, that Rapid GT's got some straight line speed though. Oh, it's a Serrano. I thought, for some reason I thought it was a Rapid GT. Yeah, the Serrano's pretty quick in a straight line. It's a good Gfredding car. It's an underrated Gfredding car. Yes, back into the lead. See, it's not just me that has these brain farts. Okay, airport jump. In the wet, in a Bullet. Nice. I couldn't make it. So it looks like there's a group of maybe 5. Because there's a massive gap now, look. No, 6 of us, 7. Either way, there's a massive group first, and then looks like someone's on his lonesome. And then another massive group. Big splits already. I wonder if anybody hasn't made it up Chiliad before the rain started. That would be brutal. I think it's the top 7 that are in that first group. Alright, to the quarry. I am getting caught up by these Serranos though, they're quicker in a straight line. The only this bullet has done me fantastically well. It's the only negative side of it. These Serranos are quicker. As good as I've done, I'm getting caught up on the highway. To be fair though, it's like derfG is kind of like just the Indy 500 where you're just trying to make sure that you're within reach for the end. Just trying to stick around for the first part. You just want to be within a shout for then doing the Gfred section afterwards. I've made a big error. Bollocks! I didn't even think about going further, a little bit further to the left. I didn't know it tailed off so drastically there. Like, it's not as if I drive around there anymore because we take the jump into the quarry area. Oh well, learn something every day. Okay, the train has helped as well. Safety car train. Bloody hell, could you imagine if this was just a straight up derfG? How close it is between the top 5? Top 6? Did they really not go over the grass? Surprising. Bloody hell, this is so close. If this was just derfG without the Gfred after it, it would be intense. This would be so intense at the end. Everybody's just doing the right stuff, so it's so close. Have we reached a point where like everybody knows everything? Ah, stuck on the bloody rocks, man. Did well down the stairs and then botched it. Good job it isn't a derfG, just a straight up derfG. Like I said, you just got to keep yourself in the mix in the first leg of a derfGfred. Still all to play for. It's basically a top 6 with a 7th place that is on the fringes. Alright. So those are the gaps for the top 6, separated by, what, about 30 seconds? And now we've got Gfred to do. I think, even though I'm not necessarily perfect with the swim line, it's probably the smarter option at the minute when people are driving their cars back in. Don't want to get run over. Gap's extended a little bit. Still raining. Rain stops in 6 minutes. Alright, it's been a long rain, this one. Perfect, really. Giving us a good mix of conditions all the way through this longer race. Need a dad joke. Here's one. What do you call a boomerang that doesn't come back? A stick. That's a bad one. Why is my camera doing this? Please give me a car. Sod off, Mark. Okay, I lost touch with the top 4 there. Oh, it's a Serrano on the other side. On this side, but that's the difficulty. I feel like the Serrano is the best car that's available in this traffic. Everyone's got one. That's the thing, you lose so much time from going back to get a car, especially when it's on this side. Well, it's still wide open. They're the top 2 at this point. Turbo gave up the lead to get the Serrano. Will it pay off for him later on? We'll see. Must have had to go back quite far to get that. And by the time you stop, it's halfway down the highway. Alright, this Buccaneer's going to suffer a little bit on this highway. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? I was thinking about pulling off to the right, but they're all swapping cars. I'm just gonna keep going. Like, they're all losing so much time from swapping cars that I'm hoping that I'll find one just on the route and not lose as much time. That's my game plan at the minute. It is true, the sooner you get it, the more you get out of it, but you do lose a lot of time even going over to the right to get one, so, you know, Meliante did that from the lead, and they're nowhere on the map right now. Can the Buccaneer make the jump? That's something that's just occurred to me right now. Oh no. Still wet. Well, we're about to find out. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, 8 seconds, the difference. The ante is in a bullet. Tell you what, this Buccaneer is doing great. I think Turbo's missed the airport jump. He went too far, looked like on the map. This bloody traffic, man. I mean, I saw it. Oh, for God's sake. I had one of those moments where, like, time slowed down, but there was nothing I could do to change it. Like, I saw it happening in front of me, and there was no, like, I just couldn't, you know, there was nothing I could do. But it felt like it happened in slow motion. That's really hurt me. Man, that's such a painful one. I was right on the back of the leader. The multiple hits as well from people coming down really hurt. Bollocks. Gotta find something good here. I need it. The bush is not what I was thinking of. This is it. This is where the race is lost. I've lost so much time in all of this section. I'm not catching up to the leader after this. This is it. The trusty bullet again. Well, there's always chance at the Hail Mary or... Wait, what did Quamio do? Oh no. He didn't dunk it into the water in the river, did he? Okay, that's opened it up a bit. I was just about to say, well, you never know. Anything can happen in a Gfred. He did. Oh my god. Traffic tried to destroy. Alright. Alright. That's open. That's put it wide open again. Rip Quamio. Back to the airport. And this is the battle for the lead. We got 2 behind as well. This is almost exactly the position I was in on when we did this on the derfG leg. Second, chasing down the leader on the train tracks.
He's a scumbag! He's an absolute scumbag!
Come on, Bullet. You got me up Chiliad once. You can do it again. Oh no!
Oh, what a scumbag!
That has not helped. Come on, Bullet. Come on, Bullet. Is something just going down Chiliad? On like the derfG portion? That's rough, if so. This is quite intense. Third place. 4th and 5th. So that top 7 has just turned into a top 6 because of Quamio's loss, but it's still that same group. So I mean, you just got to stick within that group, give yourself a chance of being in the running for the Gfred leg of the race. All right, 2 checkpoints left. Considering how long this race is, derfGfred, it's amazing that it's this close. can't. You need to take her out. I can't. This is so intense. Did they hit traffic? The gap's increased a little bit. No, 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 no. Oh. Okay, the gap is back to where it was. Oh, stupid bush. I should have done the new line really, but I spaced on it. Up the inside. Ah, didn't go as I'd wanted it to. This is absolutely incredible how close this is. A derfGfred doing derfG. Doing Gfred backwards, then doing Gfred forwards. And it's this close. Man, I've been doing well on those observatory transitions lately. Well, put myself in the position. This is where it all counts. No!
It's such a huge boost from... Ah!
No!
Oh, what a scumbag!
I've got no words. I can't believe it. I absolutely can't believe it. Have I ever won a derfGfred? I don't think I have. I can't. I got nothing. I can't. Fix your game, Rockstar. Absolutely robbed. Robbed is right. I agree. Normally, normally when things happen and, issues happen and, I destroy a car or I mess up a parachute jump, yeah, it's all on me. This time, nah. Nah. This time, that was my win. This might be the first time where I've felt like that after a Gfred. That was my win. That whole race, I mean, I'd had little mistakes, but in the moments where it mattered, I was doing as best of a Gfred as I've ever done, all the way through the whole derfGfred. And it does that to me. So the car exploding must have then gone into the water and reset me, because when you put your car into the water it resets you, because of course it does. I even mentioned that at the very start of the race when the guy did it with his bike. I cannot believe it's done that. It's the first time it's ever done that for me on the parachute jump. This game, man. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. It was last week, wasn't it? I said if I was to win the PC Gfred, that's this, I would have had the 132231 on vanilla GTA Gfreds. If we take out Project Homecoming Gfreds, I won on PS4, then I got third on Xbox, then I got second on PC, then I got second on the PS4 Gfred, then I got third last week. And this would have been the first that got me the 132231. This was the first that got me the 132231. Screw that. I didn't put a foot wrong, and the game does that to me. Can't believe it. I'm counting that. That was the 132231. The record books, the history, the GTA Gfred stats aren't going to register this as a win for me, but in my mind, it is a win for me. Why? Why? Why did this make that a thing? To reset your car when it goes in the water immediately. Completely ruined Gfreds. For like, remember when we used to actually be able to just drive the car into the water? There's the link for the. I don't want to watch it again. I don't even want to watch it again. I know you guys are linking the clip of it in the chat, but I don't even want to see it ever again. I never want to watch that ever again. Can't believe it. Well, that's the best derfGfred I've ever done. Thanks for the GGs before the fateful happened. You guys obviously thought that I'd done it, and I thought that I'd done it too. All the hard work was done. Rockstar had other ideas. Good race though. It was a good race all the way through. So close. It was enjoyable in that respect at least.
No, 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 no!
Unbelievable. Well, this is Gfred, I suppose. Do you know what? I've still had good Gfreds. Like, even though that's happened, ever since the break and came back for the new, season, I've still had good Gfreds. I've performed well, and it's nice to be doing that at least. It would have been nice to get the win for performing well, at least in that one. But yeah, I've been performing well, and it's been nice to do that. Compare this to the lap Fred from the start of this year. Big difference. Thanks, Rockstar. God damn it.